The book of Psalms, chapter 10. Why do you stand far off, Yahweh? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? In arrogance, the wicked hunt down the weak. They are caught in the schemes that they devise. For the wicked boasts of his heart's cravings. He blesses the greedy and condemns Yahweh. The wicked, in the pride of his face, has no room in his thoughts for God. His ways are prosperous at all times. He is arrogant, and your laws are far from his sight. As for all of his adversaries, he sneers at them. He says in his heart, I shall not be shaken. For generations I shall have no trouble. His mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and oppression. Under his tongue is mischief and iniquity. He lies in wait near the villages. From ambushes, he murders the innocent. His eyes are secretly set against the helpless. He lurks in secret as a lion in his ambush. He lies in wait to catch the helpless. He catches the helpless when he draws him in his net. The helpless are crushed. They collapse. They fall under his strength. He says in his heart, God has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see it. Arise, Yahweh. God, lift up your hand. Don't forget the helpless. Why does the wicked person condemn God and say in his heart, God won't call me into account? But you do see trouble and grief. You consider it to take it into your hand. You help the victim and the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked. As for the evil man, seek out his wickedness until you find none. Yahweh is king forever and ever. The nations will perish out of his hand. Yahweh, you have heard the desire of the humble. You will prepare their heart. You will cause your ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed. That man who is worthy of the earth may terrify no more. So in Psalm 10, feeling we all have, why do you stand far off, Yahweh? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? Of all the complaints I've ever heard about God from other people and from me, we have this. God, when I need you the most, you don't seem to be there. Why don't you show up when I need you the most? And he's asking that question. It's the question of the ages. You're lost your job and you lost your husband, you lost your wife, you lost your health. Where is God? We've all asked that. And then it goes to this long talking about, in arrogance, the wicked hunt down the weak. So this idea, the wicked seem to prosper. They have no thoughts of God. In verse 4, the wicked in the pride of his face has no room in his thoughts for God. And it says his mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and oppression. Under his tongue is mischief and iniquity. And it goes on to say that the helpless are crushed. They collapse. They fall under his strength. And in verse 11, he says in his heart, God has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see it. And we've all felt this. Those times where evil seems to rule. And sometimes it's, major events like, the Nazis under Germany, or, sometimes communism just tried to stamp out God and their arrogance. And he goes on and says, God, lift up your hand. Don't forget the helpless. So I love how Scripture echoes what we're actually going through. Doesn't sugarcoat it, doesn't try to hide it. It just says what we're all feeling. Why is God far off when we seem to need him the most? So let's think about that today, meditate. Is God far off? Other verses say he's close to us and he is in total control. Thanks for this idea from Psalm